Hello Stamper, welcome to French's video. I'm France Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And today it's Stamp on the Go, very simple card. I bet you think those little corner going to take a long time. It don't take no time at all. I see I got a big shadow today. Let's try to cover that. So let's get started. The stamp set for today we're going to use, you get this. And this is the wood bound, so I get 2 Ks for it. So we're going to use 3, just this stamp set, but 3 of the stamp in the set. We're going to use the background, the flower, and I'm here for you. So let's get started with a piece of cardstock that I pre-cut at 3.5 by 4 3/4. Again, this is 3.5 by 4 3/4. We're going to stamp that. The background, we're going to be using a new color, the Flamingo, Flirty Flamingo. And it's a little bit darker than I wanted to stamp first direct. So what I done, it's in this, I'm going to bring a piece of scrap paper, stamp off, and then come back and stamp on. Because I wanted kind of a bright pink, but I wanted the flower to show too, if that makes sense what I'm saying. And then we will stamp the flower, and that we're going to use denim, Dapper denim. I'm going to warn you, I'm going to cut all the colors by one word, I think. Some of the words I get not a tough time to say really, but it's easy to mix those words. Here we go. And you know what? Yeah. I'm going to take this, stamp that right here. Very pretty. Then in the center of my flower, I wanted to brighten that up a little bit. Oops. So what I done, and this is extra, you don't need to do it, but I thought it looked good. I'm using the Wink of Stella, and it's the gold one. And I just did the center where the seed pods are, and I just add this there. I had a little bit on the stem and that, but really I would just add in the center. And I think you kind of can see. The Wink of Stella, it's a shimmer paint, very light shimmer paint. Now today we will be using a punch, and we need to punch the 1 1/4. We need 2 of them, and I know I had my paper. Well, let me grab another one. That's it. We're going to be using 2 of them for 4 corners. So, and why I say just 2 of them, I'm going to show it to you. It's bugging me that I'm starting a new paper, but you know what? That's what it is. So let's punch 2 of this, and this circle, it's 1 1/4. That's the size that I thought that fit good for this. And then we're going to cut this in 2. So that's going to make our 4 corner. I know we could cut them in 4, but it's very it take more time to cut in 4 and try to line it up perfect. So for this, for me, it lined up perfect. I'm going to show you one. If I cut in 4, you're going to understand what I'm saying. Why not? Even if it's Stamp on the Go, I can show you some tips, right? So I would cut this like this, and then like this. Well, if you're not exactly just straight, when you put it here, see? Now, this one would go there, and then this one over here. And see, this one, it's not quite straight. So you have to play more with them. So it is possible. It's whatever you prefer. For me, cut it in 2 like this. I find it a lot easier and more manageable, I should say. So I'm going to put the glue in the back of this here. And you can use Tombow glue too, that would work perfect. The first time that the one that I did, I stamped my greeting first. This time I'm going to say wait for your greeting, and you will understand why in a minute. So now you just, oops, you're just going to, where it's flat, you're going to bring that to your peak there. And do that with all 4 of your corner. And the last one. And now we're gonna, it's a lot easier if you turn it upside down or backwards and then cut this, because then you can follow exactly the length of your card. Let me, here I didn't went close enough, I think. Let me make sure. Here we go. So then I just go and follow the card. See? Very simple to cut. So for me this way, I don't have to worry if I cut straight at the beginning, because I just come in the back. So you can do with just 1 circle and cut it in 4, or with 2 circles and cut it in 2. Make sure I go close to the card. Et voila. Now we're going to remove this. Now I'm going to stamp my greeting. And the reason why I said not stamp your greeting first, you see this, it's touching right there. I was almost too low. So if you put your 4 square first, then you know exactly where to go and stamp your greeting. So in this case, I could have put my flower higher. I put it low, but that's okay. I'm going to take this here and come right in the center here. So it's, you're going to be able to see where you should put your greeting after you put your corner. So this one, it was the cardstock, it's Whisper White, and I mounted on Whisper White too. Now we're going to try it on the flamingo, that's our background, and put it on this. So we're going to see the difference. And I wanted to raise that up a little bit. So I'm putting that with some dimensional. So let's flip this. Let's put the dimensional in each corner. And when it's a big piece like that, I like to put 1 in the center so it don't cave in. So let's remove those little paper in the back of the dimensional. And let's put that right here. And now, because it's kind of darker inside, what I would do is take again the denim ink with your flower, and I would put that right in the corner there. Voila. I think that adds quite a bit. And you know what? While I get this, I might as well do it on this one. Oh, I want to bring you something to your attention. Do you see the difference between the 2 cards, the way they open? One is opening this way, and one is opening this way. What is the difference of that is one it's cut on the long way right in the center, and one it's cut vertical. So one horizontal and one vertical. So if you cut it on the long way, you're going to take your sheet of paper. So let's say this is your sheet of paper. You're going to cut on the long way. Let me bring this up a bit here. You can see better. So you would cut on the long way at 4 1/4. And you would score at 5 1/2. So that's give you the long way. Now that's pretty much the regular way. Then you cut it this way at 5 1/2, and then your score it's at 4 1/4. It's the same size paper you start with. It's just depend the way that you want your card to open. This really stand up nice. I think you can see. And this too, but you get the opening. It depends what you want, either way. Usually when my image go this way, I like to cut my cardstock on the long way. So this is it. I went a little bit longer for today's Stamp on the Go, but I think you guys get some great tips. And for all your Stampin' Up product, visit my blog at FrenchieStamps.com, and you get the easy button shop 24/7. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you more than I can say. Have a great day, my friends.